What's up? Oh shit. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing on this marvelous day? Grand Rising. Grand Rising. I wanted to come and speak some life into my people this early day. Make sure y'all go ahead, run up the likes. I know, run up the likes. How I can leave likes too? Make sure y'all run up the likes so we can get started. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? All right. We got over 100 people in here. All right. So, I gotta ask y'all, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Wow. This crystal is huge. I have smaller versions on my website. On the website, it's only one more pyrite left. Like one of these smaller pyrites, it's only one more left. I'm just saying this before we get started real quick. These type of pyrites, the smaller version of these, it's only one left. So it's first come, first serve on the website. Somebody said not so good. Why not so good? Talk to me. You feel that peace? Well, looks like somebody might have grabbed it. Hold on. Somebody might have grabbed it. Oh, no, nobody didn't grab it. They grabbed it. All right. All right, y'all. So what's up, man? Let's get the energy going. Let's get the energy flowing. Come on now. We ain't gonna sit here and come in here dead. We ain't gonna come in here like, oh, what's up? No. We gonna come in here and we gonna come in with some great energy because right now we going through such an amazing phase of our life. You know what I'm saying? Mercury retrograde just ended yesterday. I finally feel like I can finally catch my drift. I can catch my footing. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to tell y'all, like, I know probably this past month that just passed, January, it was a little rocky. It was a little shaky. It was like, dang, bro, I feel overwhelmed. All of these things, you know, but I'm here to put you on course. I'm here to tell you information that you probably been looking for that you already know. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you what's up, y'all. First of all, you know, I've really been feeling deep in my spirit, deep in my heart that, you know, change. Some of y'all are going to see so much change coming into your life. I've been seeing 555 on a ridiculous, like, usually, you know what I'm saying? You know, I see angel numbers and I'll be like, oh, okay, I saw it. But 555 was not letting up. Is your crystal supplier secret? I always wanted to open up my crystal supplier secret because I had to do mad research to find people who had high quality crystals, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, make sure you check around your area because some of your area have wholesalers that are selling high quality around you. And make sure that when you find these wholesalers, you ask them, is this ethically sourced? Where's these crystals from? All right. So, you know, I was saying that the Mercury retrograde really, like, let me break this down for you. All right. Let me break this down for you. Yes, you have to study crystals. Don't open up no crystal shop if you're not willing to study crystals. All right. So let me tell you something, right? The reason why that month was hectic, the reason why that month was stressful, the reason why everything was going like that is because the universe was amping up the intensity of. Hold on, y'all. The universe was amping up the. Come on, Pepper. The universe was amping up the intensity of the stress. It was leveling up the intensity of the hecticness because wherever it is that you're going, you have to be able to learn how to juggle these things. You have to be able to understand, okay, when things get hectic, I have to go meditate. You know what I'm saying? When things get hectic, I got to go, you know, find my peace. I got to know when to take breaks because your spiritual guidance is teaching you how to take care of yourself and your spiritual health while chasing the dreams and while chasing the things that you got to do. right? So the reason why I say this is because you guys have manifested things. You guys have asked to be certain places, right? But you got to understand that the universe literally is not going to put you somewhere if you cannot handle it. So you say, oh, I want to make sure you guys are leaving up the likes in here so we can get more people in here. So just you be like, you know what? I want to have my own business. I want to do this. I want to do that, right? Well, the universe starts to see how well do you deal with stress, right? How well do you deal with patience? How well do you deal with people, right? It puts you in these situations so you can grow at that. So by the time that your true manifestation comes in, that you're ready for it. A lot of times the only reason why your manifestation isn't where it is right now, goodbye. The only reason why the universe isn't bringing your manifestation right now is because you may not be prepared for it. So all of these phases that you're going through, you know how 1 month you feel closer, the next month you feel even closer. You know what I'm saying? The reason why is because you have to understand, man. The universe is inching you closer and closer, spreading things to, like, giving you pieces of knowledge that you can take in and start to understand really what it is that you have to do. Somebody said, what if you're afraid of your power? That's another preparation part of your manifestation. Y'all got to understand that this phase that y'all go through, everybody goes through these phases. Sometimes it may look a little bit different, but that phase that you're talking about where you say, well, what if I'm afraid of my own power? That's self-doubt. That's confidence. That's that aspect of learning about your manifestation or learning your true power. You know what I'm saying? So for example, when you have a goal that you want to go to, you have to have the self-love. So one thing that the universe may do is isolate you so you can learn how to love yourself. You may start to, boom, another phase of your manifestation coming into reality is you'll start to see that people are leaving your life. Yeah, people are leaving your life because they're trying to attach themselves onto you because they can see where you're about to go. People can see where you're about to go. People can see when there is greatness within you. You ask yourself, why nobody supporting me like they were to support this person? Why nobody mess with me like they mess with this person? Why these people don't cheer me on like they cheer this person on? Bro, you have to realize that the reason why that is because sometimes people can see it in you so much that they don't even want to tell you because they feel like you already know enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be like, ask yourself, are you actually gonna, if LeBron was right in front of you, would you go up to LeBron and be like, oh my God, LeBron, you're so great, right? Some people will because y'all will give people credit, but some people won't tell LeBron because they're gonna feel like, well, LeBron should already know he's great. LeBron already has all this praise. Why should I give him this? Why should I tell him that? That's the same thing with you. People feel like you already are so well put together that you already know. And the thing is, you don't know, but everybody else know, but they think you know. So you asking other people for validation, they're not giving you the validation because they think you already know. So you got to know your own power and not look to outside people for validation, for approval, because we tend to do that, especially if you are a Libra. You know what I'm saying? So yes, everything that you feel about yourself, everything that you know about yourself, don't wait for somebody else to give you that approval and be like, yeah, I do think you this and this and that and this and that. Because it's not going to happen. Some people are going to be so jealous that they don't even want you to know that they think you great. Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? I said some people are going to be so jealous that they don't even want you to know that they think you great. How do you train yourself not to do that? You have to be able to be aware. So meditating on it. Be aware when you find yourself like, okay, so when you go to somebody to tell somebody your idea, ask yourself, why are you telling somebody your idea? When you're going to somebody to tell them, what do you think about this? Ask yourself, why are you asking that? Why are you asking somebody else, what do they think about it? Is it because you want a different opinion on it? A different perception on it? Or do you want to know if you think if it's actually good? Because that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You have to ask those questions. You have to be that type of conscious with yourself. And if this message is resonating with you guys, please go ahead and run up the comments. Put in emojis in the comments and leave likes on the live, right? Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram too. My Instagram is @I'mStixRiver. So Like, you know, especially if you're here, you have to be aligned with the universe if you're here, because only people who understand what I'm saying are truly aligned with the universe. Because most people who don't understand what I'm saying would be like, I don't know what you're talking about, because they're not at that frequency. So if you're definitely on this frequency, so that means that you have something in you that other people don't have, which is knowledge, which is wisdom, which is a deep, deep feeling that you're meant to do something more. Now, if you're here, I'm telling you, I'm not saying this because, oh, because it's the algorithm. No, 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 no. There's a reason why you resonate with me. The only reason why you resonate with me is because there's something in me that you see in yourself. There's something in me that makes you feel like, oh my God, this feels right. This feels like, why does this person understand me? It's because there is a connection. So when you start to see a connection, it's because it's something within you that resonates with that. So there's something different about you, bro. There's something different about you, and you have to understand a lot of people will not understand you the more and more higher you get into frequencies, because there's a split going on in the universe right now where people who are of low vibrations are getting stuck with people of low vibrations, but people with high vibrations are getting to connect with more people with high vibrations. So you got to understand, yo, that people are not going to resonate with you the way you think. So when you come across somebody who's low vibrational and they're throwing you all of these negative energies, understand that the reason why they're throwing you all these negative energies is because they are afraid of themselves. They are afraid of their own true power. They are uncomfortable with something that is different from them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said maybe that's why we're in isolation now. People think that this whole thing is like a terrible thing when they don't even realize that this is the universe working at its true divinity. Because guess what? Only people who are truly able to isolate themselves will be able to hear the universe, hear God, and hear the message that they have to hear. Because when you're out and about all the time, you're consistently distracted. You can't hear what the universe has to say. That's why when you meditate, what do? You go by yourself and you get to a quiet place. Now, when you're isolated, it's the same thing. You have no choice but to face those thoughts. You have no choice but to face those feelings. You have no choice but to face the universe. That's why when the universe wants to speak to you, it will isolate you. It will put you at home. That's why sometimes when you find yourself so distracted, boom, your tire goes out and now you have to stay home for a couple of days. Boom, now you get sick, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing. You know? So when you find yourself being super alone, ask yourself, you know, what is the universe trying to speak to me about? Because that's one of the reasons why you're alone. It's either to rest or it's either to reflect. When you're alone, it's either to rest or it's either to reflect. All right? That's why when the whole panoramic happened, and I called it the panoramic because I don't want TikTok to trigger any words. That's why when the panoramic happened, somebody said, bro, you're with the universe 24/7. Do you hear the universe 24/7? Do you hear the universe 24/7? No, you do not, because guess what? When you are with friends, you are too busy talking to them. You're not focused on what the universe is speaking to you. It's like your mom. Your mom is in the world 24/7, right? When she's alive, your mom is here 24/7. But do you listen to her when she's not in front of you? No. You know what I'm saying? My cat is trying to break in. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand. You got to be able to You coming in? Are you coming in? Come on. She right here. You know what I'm saying? So, this is Emmy. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, all right? Go ahead. Go where you want to go. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, all right? You trying to play with the crystals? No. Just sit. All right, y'all. So, yeah, man, like, you got to understand that, one, when you start to spiritually awaken, people will not understand you. Two, people will think that you're weird. You know why people think that you're weird? Because you have access to an energy, to an information that other people don't have. So people are going to wonder, where are you getting this? But you got to understand that some people are so cut off from the universe that all they know is the system that has been built around them. Right? Because guess what? If you go to another country, you may say, oh, why do they do that? That's weird. That's because they're on a different level. They're on a different plane. They're in a different area. They do things differently because their system may be different. So you got to understand, people who are stuck in this matrix and don't understand their true divinity, the true powers, the true information, the things that are told to them that are lies, and the things that are told to them that are the truth, they're stuck. They don't understand. So yeah, you speak different languages. Like me, like I'm telling you right now, oh, when you're by yourself, when you're silent, that's when you can connect to the divine. You can connect. Some people are like, I hate being by myself. Being by myself is boring. Why would you want to be by yourself? You should go out and try to hang out with people. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible says you can't meditate. Well, that's great, because I don't go by the Bible. You know? Exactly. 3D versus 5D. You know? When you look at Buddhas and Buddhists, people think, oh, they're so weird. They just different, bro. They're on a different frequency. You know? Guys, make sure you guys check out the crystal shop. Link in the bio. Somebody said, so what is prayer? Thank you. Thank you. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? How do I connect if I don't have mind control? Okay, so think about connecting to your ancestors as a relationship, okay? When you go to meditate, don't think that like, so meditating and speaking to your ancestors, let's say that that's like third base. Like that's like the base where you hit it, right? You gotta take your time with your ancestors, because your ancestors have to make sure that you're ready. And what that means is that having consistent practices with finding out even who you are. Some of y'all want to speak to ancestors that you don't even know who they are. You have to first become aware of who they are. Who are you even trying to connect to? You know, so that means that first of all, getting on the physical and asking yourself, where am I from? Where is my people truly from? Where is my blood from? Not where they tell me that I'm from. What is the religion? What is the spirituality that my people, my original people, my native people, what did they practice? Once you connect to what they practice to, they will make themselves aware to you, right? Because some people are calling on to ancestors that are not their ancestors. The way that I found my ancestors, well, my ancestors came to me because I was open to learning any and everything that was for me. So, for example, you got to also trust your intuition. Where do you feel called to? You know, I had a black cat. Not because at the time I was already showing love to the ancient Egyptians, but I just had a black cat and I felt called to her. She chose me. The cat chose me it all started with a cat. My spirituality and finding my ancestors all started with a cat. My friend her cat had kittens, and I came to her house, and that kitten came to me. Like, it walked up to me and chose me. You know what I'm saying? So from that point, you know, things started to pop up about the black cat. What is the black cat? Where is it from? It's from ancient Egypt. It's from here. So then I started to understand ancient Egypt. Oh, this is in Africa. Somebody said you lost your mind because of a cat. Jesus saves. Char, that's your bio? Jesus saves? That's your bio? That's your bio? That says enough. That says enough. She black too, y'all. She black too. Anyways, so then studies started to come up about the African Egyptian goddess Bastet, and I've had situations start to happen where I'm going through dreams and stuff like that, and I started to really feel called to who are truly the Egyptians? What happened in this area? What happened in this city? And the more and more I found out, the more and more I understand where true spirituality came from. So just like that, something little as that as an animal, but you got to remember, animals are spirit guides. Animals are guides. We know that. So an animal comes into my life, chooses me, And because of that animal, I ended up studying so much about ancient Egypt. For example, right? Let me tell you. Look at ancient Egypt, right? This is one thing that I always taught. Emmy. In ancient Egypt, you see these shapes a lot, right? Boy, y'all be triggered. Look at the bots. So, in ancient Egypt, you see this shape, right? The obelisk, right? You see this shape. And in ancient Egypt, in ancient Kemet, right? You see this obelisk. This obelisk is what they would use to literally receive energy from the sun. Because remember, you know that they understood the energy from the sun. And it will receive through this top half, right? Don't this look like the Washington Monument also? So when you realize how a lot of the things that has come from that area, like first of all, sacred geometry. There's people today who still don't understand sacred geometry. But if you go back into ancient Kemet, you'll see that literally they have sacred geometry on the wall. Now, you may be like, well, how does sacred geometry connect to the world? Well, do you see snowflakes? Snowflakes are shaped like this. Snowflakes are shaped like this Metatron's cube. Snowflakes are shaped like this. So when you realize that sacred geometry is the DNA that is building up everything in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta really dig deeper into, where you truly from. Like, the pyramids, man. The pyramids. Man, I need a notification every time you go live. Yeah, man. And here's the thing. You gotta understand, right? People, there is an energy out there. There's two energies out there. There's a positive high frequency energy, and then there's a low frequency. Emmy, stop eating that. Emmy, move. Stop. All right? There is a low frequency energy and there is a high frequency energy, right? In this world, you have the energy that is trying to help you, and you have the energy that is trying to stop you from going where you're trying to go. You'll see that on live, right? I'll start to speak certain energies or speak certain information, and you'll see a whole bunch of bots start to swarm in. Whatever energy you choose to feed in that moment is where you'll go. What I've realized is that when you start to get closer to the truth, you'll start to see more negative energy come around to try and distract you. So when you start to look deep into, oh, what's this, what's that, you'll start to see a negative energy come around and say, well, that was so long ago, or that was this, or that was that, or that was that. And for all my people who do study the Bible, I want you to understand, no matter what y'all say, I have yet to see white people so enthusiastic about digging up people from the Bible than how they are with ancient Egyptians. We in America, and it's a funny thing because America is trying to base it off of one religion. It's like one religion for a whole country, which is weird if you think about it. Second of all, the religion, all of the funding and all of the money literally goes to Rothschild family, which is a very powerful, scary family. Second of all, you have the same people who are following the Bible being so much more enthralled by what's going on in Africa. Right? Africa. I have yet to see a cross. I have yet to see Moses. I have yet to see Joseph. That's not to say that the Bible was always wrong, because that's not the truth. The Bible was, I don't even want to say the Bible. Christianity at one point was pure and was fruitful, but it has been changed and it has been used to manipulate. It has been used to enslave. It has been used to hurt. It has been used to imprison. It has been used to make your mind small. Some of y'all, at least for me, when I used to be into Christianity, I used to go to church, I would read this Bible, listen to the church, and I would never feel connected. I would never feel like there was anybody on the other side actually hearing me. But when I started to connect with my roots, connect with my spirituality, it felt like I've been speaking directly to the source. And you want to know how I know? Because I've had miraculous things happen in my life ever since I've chosen to be spiritual. And now, listen now, here's another thing. As a true philosopher, in my mind, I don't disregard everything in the Bible, because I understand that the things in the Bible are taken from a point of truth and they haven't changed. So you can understand, because you got to understand everything, even in this world, everything is your library, right? Everything is your library. So certain stories in the Bible, you can use to your advantage. You can still teach with them. But when you use the Bible and take it exactly for what it is, you are lost. Because guess what? When you truly understand spirituality, you can understand the connection between all things, because all things are connected. But people who go straight to the Bible and take the Bible exactly for what it is, I pray for you. Because the thing about it is that me being spiritual first and then reading the Bible, I can truly see where the wisdom is. Because that's not to say everything is not wisdom, but you can see where the wisdom is in the Bible. You know, sometimes it ain't, because sometimes you can see where the slave masters come in to try and, manipulate and read this and this and that. Like the story of Joseph. The story of Joseph, I connect with the story of Joseph. Why do I connect with the story of Joseph? Because guess what? The story of Joseph talks about somebody who is able to astral project, somebody who is able to dream and see the future. You know what I'm saying? And then this person still trusting. It's these life lessons that you can still learn. I understand true knowledge. True knowledge is being able to look at the negative and still receive the positive and still receive the information that comes from it. And even then, let's talk about it. Since people say, oh, I don't want to believe in crystals and like that. Well, Joseph was in ancient Egypt, and Joseph became royalty. And in ancient Egypt, they wore crystals and they made amulets. And the amulets they made were with lapis lazuli. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, but that's why I say start with spirituality first. So you can look at the Bible and truly understand what's being said. Because it wasn't always used for deceit. All right? It wasn't always used for deceit. All right? I want to show you guys a few necklaces that we made for the website. I want to show y'all a few necklaces that we made. Ooh, that one fell. Here's some necklaces that we made for the website. That perspective, and we all different ones. Yeah. So look, clear quartz, tourmaline quartz. Look at this beauty, handmade on the website. I don't know if it's sold out, but look at this. This is great if you are an empath and you're looking for protection. If you find yourself easily being triggered by other people's energy, I recommend getting this necklace. All right. I really like you. You're so cool. I appreciate that. So here's another one we have, which is yellow tiger's eye and moss agate. This moss agate is so beautiful. Moss agate is really good for money, and yellow tiger's eye is really good for focus. It's really good for protection. It's really good for motivation. You know what I'm saying? There's only one of each. It's only one of each. So it is first come, first serve. Here's another one that I wanted to show y'all that I'm surprised people haven't gotten yet. This carnelian, beautiful. Link in the bio, click crystal shop. I need that. Oh my gosh. Link in the bio, click crystal shop. People's attitude affect me so much. Trust me, I understand. So I would recommend getting this one. If you find yourself, and I'm mad because low-key, I want to keep this one. But if you find yourself being easily affected by other people's energy, you have to protect yourself. Now, a lot of people think that it's okay to be affected by other people's energy, but it's not supposed to be like that. The reason why you're being affected by other people's energy is because you have a gift. You're relying on a necklace instead of the Spirit of God. Yeah, I could tell you lost by the Bible too. All right, listen, bro. I can tell you lost, because guess what? You know what I don't understand, people? Let me real quick, let me explain this too, right? Our African ancestors relied on plants. Wait, our African ancestors relied on plants to heal them, right? Plants came from the universe, right? Our African ancestors relied on sound to heal them, right? With sound bowls, right? With frequencies, right? So if frequencies is known to be able to heal, because you're just relying on what white man told you up there when you go to pray to white Jesus, right? If frequencies is known to heal, oh, okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Ciao. I bet you believe in hospitals too, huh? I bet you believe in vaccines too, huh? Yeah. We don't do that over here, bro. We're free thinkers. We're free thinkers. We don't rely on outside things to heal ourselves, because we are God. We don't rely on outside things to heal ourselves. All right? It is our power that allows us to even absorb the energy to heal ourselves. And you black, bro. And you black. Disregarding what your ancestors have always used. Boy, your ancestors going to be coming for you. You're disregarding, because that man is black. When you're black and you're sitting here disregarding, because that's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? So, and we don't rely on crystals. We don't rely on crystals. We use crystals. Do you rely on pencils to write? No, you don't rely, but you use it. Come on now. We got to do better when it comes to having this wisdom. You can't just believe what other people say. Wait on white doesn't work for you. Oh my gosh. Pineal gland fried up. Yo, we use them. They don't understand energy. Yeah, man. Like, it's like, bro, you talk about some, oh, the crystals, this, the crystals down. It's like, bro, you're using a phone with crystals on it. Your body is a crystal. Tell us about the crystals. He was destruction. Okay. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I ain't gonna reply to no more. I'm so glad you have a crystal shop. I need to know which ones to get. Okay, so if you're looking for which crystal to get on the website, go ahead and ask your question. I won't answer any more negative comments, and it be my Scorpio and Mercury that be ready to, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, there's no more bracelets. All the bracelets sold out because y'all are fiends for the bracelets. Are they black and are they black and lost and they could be uncle? Hey, if they, I see what you're saying. Crystals are no more important than anything else. It's what you connect with that matters. I wouldn't say anything else, because I can't go grab a desk and expect it to heal me. Like, listen, let me tell you something. Crystals are not powerful because we say they're powerful. Let me tell you something, because I feel like y'all think that crystals are a mind thing. No. Crystals aren't powerful because we say they're powerful. Just like plants. Plants aren't powerful because we say they're powerful. They're powerful in their own nature. Remember that. All right? Deja vu. So yeah, man. So if you're dealing with anxiety, right? Let me help you out. We'll be honest with you. Two necklaces just shown. Gray one didn't catch the name, and yellow one. Oh, hold on, y'all. I need to find this. Where's the other phone? Where the other phone went? Somebody on the live just asked me a question, but because that's the purpose, they're not that. All right. Anyway, so if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with overthinking, the best things that I recommend is, first of all, overthinking, I recommend Chevron Amethyst or regular amethyst. All right? Chevron Amethyst or regular amethyst. You teaching to not only blacks but others. Slow down. What do you mean it's a gift to feel people's vibes? Because to be creative. What's the difference? Amethyst death for overthinking. Yeah, and we just added some amethyst wire wrap to the website. I'm too worried about my future. What can I do about that? You need to get in the present moment. You have to get in the present moment. Do you ship to Europe too? I ship everywhere. Alright, so ask me your questions. What it is that you're looking for in a crystal. Are you looking for creativity? What's the best crystal for protection? Get obsidian. Get lapis lazuli. Tourmaline quartz. Labradorite is a great one. Labradorite is a great crystal to get for protection. Labradorite. I need self-confidence. Okay. I got you. 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 Don't worry. I'm looking on the website right now. So for confidence, you can get this one. This one is great for confidence, creativity, right? Also, you can get argonite. So this is argonite. Argonite is really good for creativity. This is argonite. Argonite is really good for creativity. All right. And it's great for confidence. Also African bloodstone. Purple zebra jasper is great for confidence. And moss agate is great for confidence. So for money, I would recommend money abundance, I would recommend moss agate, pyrite, green aventurine, malachite. Malachite is a great one. Don't you have to wash these stones before you use them? You would use, so I have Palo Santo on my website that you can use to cleanse it. I'm crying. She gotta go. Y'all do know if y'all type it in the search bar, you find what you're looking for. That's funny. For money. I told y'all moss agate. Psychic abilities, labradorite. Money is not evil, it's what you do with it. So dealing with crystals and more, I would have to change my other beliefs. I think the only thing that comes with changing your beliefs is that what is true and what is not. That's it. Because if something is telling you, if there's a practice that's telling you that crystals are demonic, that is trying to literally make you smaller. Period. Psychic abilities, labradorite. If you're dealing with anxiety, get Chevron Amethyst or regular amethyst. And if you're dealing with overthinking, if you want money, I told you moss agate, pyrite. They cannot go all in water. Exactly. Crystals don't know money, but crystal knows the energy of abundance. You got to understand, it's not about, oh, this crystal knows money. Everything is an energy. So you have to understand that abundance is an energy. When you are at a high frequency, that's when you are receiving the most abundance. You got to remember, these crystals are abundance. A lot of people refer abundance to money. Some people refer abundance to friends. You got to understand, abundance is, you know what I'm saying? What can you do with clear quartz? You can do everything with clear quartz because clear quartz is a master healer. You know, you got to ask yourself, you remember those times when you were feeling so good and money just kept coming to you? You got to realize that that's because that frequency that you were at was showing you a frequency of abundance. What's for overthinking again? So I recommend Chevron Amethyst. You can use Chevron Amethyst or you can use regular amethyst. We just added amethyst on as a wire wrap. What about rose quartz? Rose quartz is great if you are dealing with heartache, low self-esteem, low confidence. If you are dealing with hatred in your heart, grief. Crystal for motivation, yellow tiger's eye, regular tiger's eye. Also, fluorite is a great crystal for motivation. I've heard that hematite is great for protection too. For positivity, you can't go wrong with clear quartz and rose quartz and what's the thing called? What about overthinking? Amethyst and clear quartz. Also, guys, make sure you guys check this one out. Malachite. This one is beautiful. Malachite. Malachite has some really strong benefits. Malachite, we are the crystal. What about selenite? Selenite is good for cleansing other crystals, cleansing your space. What would you recommend for insomnia? Labradorite. So I would get one of these. Get one of these if you deal with insomnia. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Told you, high quality. Labradorite. Y'all saw that? Look. Y'all see that? Get Labradorite and then put this under your pillow when you go to sleep. All right? For a specific crystal to work, do you have to have it on you? Yes. Is there a crystal for everything? Clear quartz. One to help with manifestation. Moss agate. Do you make your own crystal jewelry? My girlfriend makes them for us and for the shop. Y'all do know if y'all type in a search bar. Yeah, they probably do, but they want to hear it from me, I guess. How about helping my body shed weight? I wouldn't use a crystal to shed weight unless you're trying to use it to motivate you, but I would use herbs instead. So you can use, like, when it comes to cleansing out the body and things like that, I recommend don't really use the crystals for that type of expectation, but use herbal medicine, you know? What's African bloodstone good for? So African bloodstone is really good for protection also. So if you need protection from negative frequencies, negative people, negative things, another great thing to use is African bloodstone. What are some good books on crystals you recommend? I'm actually writing my own crystal book. I got a crystal for someone. I don't know what it is. It's a small purple stone with white stripes. Could it be this one, purple zebra jasper? Motivation is key. Crystals for connection to ancestors and the divine. Use labradorite or amethyst. What's a good stone for focus? Okay, so boom. You can get fluorite, right? Get fluorite, or you can get these ones up here, yellow tiger's eye or regular tiger's eye. That's good. What's a good crystal for focus and growth? Yeah, I just told you. Fluorite and tiger's eye and yellow tiger's eye. So for example, like look, these are necklaces. And some of them has tiger's eye under it. These are great for focus. And here's our Chevron Amethyst, which is great for opening your third eye. Also, these come off. So if you receive your crystal and it has this on it, just peel it off. It's just to protect it. The link is in the bio. Click Crystal Shop to purchase these crystals. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. What's a good crystal for life? You can't go wrong with amethyst or clear quartz. You can't go wrong with it. What crystal do you recommend to release stagnant energy? Clear quartz, amethyst, clear quartz, amethyst, clear quartz. Labradorite. What's my favorite crystal? I ordered about 2 days ago. When will I get my order? So if you ordered 2 days ago, so you probably ordered Monday, right? You should receive your order by next week. You should definitely have a tracking number by the end of the week, though. I have amethyst on my neck always. What's your favorite crystal? My favorite crystal is pyrite and Chevron Amethyst. My favorite crystal is pyrite and Chevron Amethyst. Favorite crystal is pyrite and Chevron Amethyst. So let me show you a few crystals that I feel like people are sleeping on the site, all right? So let me just refresh it, right? Because some of y'all probably see crystals on the site, but y'all, let me just put y'all on, okay? So first, hear me out. Everybody listen, okay? Everybody listen. So the first crystal, and if you can see me too, I ordered the pyrite too. Is it gonna come that big? No, baby. No, baby. This is my pyrite. So the pyrite size that you're gonna get is probably going to be around this size. This is from Bulgaria, all right? So let me help y'all out real quick. Let's start from the beginning, right? Let me show y'all some crystals that are so slept on the website, right? First of all, malachite with azurite is slept on the website. Now, can I please get my question answered? Ask the questions, right? So malachite is a very powerful crystal if you're looking to go through a complete transformation in your life. Malachite is also really good if you're looking for money, if you're looking for abundance, right? Malachite is like a baby moldavite. It's like a baby moldavite. So if you're looking to change your life work with malachite. Malachite will bring you that abundance. Malachite will transform you. All right. Lapis lazuli. Now, there's only one more lapis lazuli wire wrapped on the website, but lapis lazuli, how can we purchase? The link is in my bio. So go to my TikTok account and then click the link in the bio and then click crystal shop, right? Lapis lazuli is a crystal that has been used ever since ancient Kemet, which is ancient Egypt. If you ever watch Steven Universe, then you know lapis lazuli is a very powerful crystal. It's almost like undefeatable, right? Lapis lazuli is really good for communicating. It's also really good for protecting you from negative energy. Back in ancient Egyptian time, they would wear the lapis lazuli with the Eye of Ra like an amulet, and it would protect them from black magic or evil magic. I don't even want to call it black magic, but evil magic. Right? So moss agate. Some people may say, well, Sticks, what is moss agate for? So moss agate is a great crystal if you're looking for abundance. Moss agate is known as the wealth crystal. How do you work with the crystal? Well, it depends on your placement, and also it depends on meditation. Now, if you have a crystal that's meant to transform your business, then it's important to have these money wealth crystals on your desk, at your job, in your wallet. But if you're looking for crystals to open your third eye, then you have to meditate with these crystals and place them on the exact chakra. So, for example, I did a meditation where I was focused on my third eye, and what I did was I placed a Chevron Amethyst on my third eye, and I laid back and I meditated. And while I meditated, remember, imagination is key. I would imagine that the energies from this crystal was coming into my aura. And I would get so deep into the meditation that I could feel my chakra now spinning. That would let me know that my chakra has now been activated and has been given a new cycle. And it's cleansed now. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you're using crystals to protect yourself, when you do these meditations, like carry these crystals and, you know, imagine you're putting a orb of protection around you. You get what I'm saying? My thing died. I don't know where the other phone is at. I usually have the other phone. How to open your third eye. Opening your third eye is like getting a degree. There's no how do I open it? You have to, honestly, it's your own practice. You have to take your time and study when the universe is bringing you things. So when you find yourself like the universe is bringing you like numbers, you're like, why do I keep seeing these numbers? You have to study them. When the universe is bringing you sacred geometry, you have to study them because everything connects. So you have to, when the universe brings something in, study that because it's going to connect to your next lesson. And the more and more information that you get, your eye slowly but surely opens. It's like your heart. You know, the more you learn to love, the more your heart starts to open. So it's not a situation of da-da-da-da. But the reason why like tools like psychedelics and tools like crystals help is because it's putting energy towards it, and it's bringing it's like a temporary door where information can flow through. I just joined and I love you already. Thank you. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. And make sure you guys subscribe to me on YouTube because all these videos will be on my YouTube. Do you feel the energy with the crystals? Yes, I do. Some crystals I feel are stronger than others. Some crystals are stronger than others. Like Chevron Amethyst, I'm telling you, listen, y'all. If you want my, listen to me. If you want my recommendation, truly and honestly, there's three crystals that I truly recommend people should have that I know have really worked for me and have been powerful. Chevron Amethyst was the first crystal that I meditated with and I had visuals with and I saw my own aura. So every single time I get on live, I'll always talk about Chevron Amethyst. Chevron Amethyst has been one of the strongest crystals that I've seen, that I've worked with. Now, Chevron Amethyst is great for opening the third eye, connecting with your ancestors, receiving wisdom, receiving knowledge, right? And you hear me, you can hear the knowledge, right? Moss agate is another one. Moss agate and pyrite are two money crystals that I have seen work. All right, so the three crystals that I recommend that are on the website, I don't know, pyrite might be sold out, but Chevron Amethyst and pyrite and moss agate, I'm telling you, every single person who has bought Chevron Amethyst from me has told me, oh my God, this crystal has strong energy. Chevron Amethyst is more powerful than a regular amethyst because remember, I taught you that clear quartz amplifies the energy wherever it is. So when you have Chevron Amethyst, which is clear quartz and amethyst, it's amplifying that crown chakra and that third eye energy. When you hold that crystal and you meditate with it, you're gonna receive so many downloads. You're gonna be like, bro, like that makes sense. That makes this. My intuition, like, trust me. Amethyst for guidance. Chevron Amethyst. What is Milky Quartz? Milky Quartz is basically the same as clear quartz. So look, Milky Quartz is a crystal that's also great for the crown chakra. Milky Quartz is able to be used for anything that you want it to be. It's literally a version of clear quartz. Sugar quartz is also a very powerful crystal. Sugar quartz is what we have. Wire wrap. Oh snap. So sugar quartz, anything quartz. So quartz is a very powerful strain or specimen of crystals. Sugar quartz. And it has little drusies over it. Do you meditate laying or sitting down? I meditate laying. Sometimes I sit, but most of the time I'm laying down. You know what I'm saying? So. But child, the pyrite hit different. This might be a stupid question, but is there one to help with weight loss? No question is a stupid question. Now, when it comes to crystals for weight loss, I don't want you to expect a crystal to shed your weight. The only thing a crystal can do is motivate you to go to the gym and work out and do those kind of things. That's all. That's all. I'm gonna be real with you. You know, the only natural thing that can help you with weight loss is maybe herbs. You know, but I'm not gonna ever tell people, yeah, a crystal could do this and do that. I know what a crystal can do, and I know what is you know, not so much. Her seeing owls. I have a video on my TikTok. If you go look at it, it'll tell you exactly what animal when you see it. I don't know it right off the top of my head, but go through my recent videos. You'll see it. I try meditating, but I can't focus. My mind is always thinking. So meditation is like going to the gym. You know, you're not going to get strong on the first time, on the second time, on the third time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that when it comes to focusing your mind, focus on your breathing, because you cannot focus on your breathing and think about something else at the same time. What's good for motivation, like getting out of your bed? Tiger's eye, yellow tiger's eye, and also what else? Fluorite. Also, listen, y'all. Why haven't y'all picked this up? Like, I don't know if it's sold out now, but this carnelian is... Look at this carnelian. What's up with y'all? How do I properly cleanse my crystal? So, I have Palo Santo on my website. Go on the website, purchase the Palo Santo, light the Palo Santo, use the smoke from the Palo Santo, and use it to cleanse the crystal. And make sure you set the intention. This is cleansing the crystal. This is carnelian. Very great for creativity. Very great for... I'm getting that now. Well, Dejan, there's people coming at it now. People coming at it now. Can I clean them with sage? Yes, you can. I just not a big fan of sage after I heard that, you know, it's really been kind of like going extinct, kind of. Do crystals actually change your life? I mean, look at me. My life has changed, you know, because it's not so much as like only the crystal, it's the whole spirituality around it. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole study of crystals, the whole study of, you know, your chakras. Like when you start to study the crystals, you start to learn about your chakras. When you start to learn about your chakra, you start to meditate. When you start to meditate, you know, everything is like a snowball effect. Amy, I hear you, but where are you? Fluorite. I put fluorite chips in my pillowcase to get out of bed because I was a lazy person. I lost 100 pounds. Where can I order? So what I want you to do is to click my profile. And then when you click my profile, click the link in the bio and then click Crystal Shop. What are the main bracelets you don't leave the house without? Okay, so these are the main ones. So the main one that I always have on me is selenite. Selenite lapis, and selenite lapis. Those are like the two ones that I do not like to leave the house without. See, the other ones are always interchangeable, but selenite and lapis I always have. Why go on your page 10 1044 and I noticed you have 440. Cause it's alignment. It's alignment. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram too. But yeah, man. We're gonna get some more of these citrine. Like this is some high look, this is some high quality citrine. We're gonna get some more of these citrines and put them on the website soon. I've been eyeing the Angel Light and I'm Aquarius. Gotta wait until Friday. Hope it's still there. I hope it's there. It's still there too. It should be, because I don't know why people haven't been. Melly, I'm not even gonna talk about it because I don't want nobody to grab it. Crystals for happiness and success: moss agate and amethyst. Moss agate, amethyst. So selenite is always a great crystal for cleansing. Also, lapis is a great crystal for protection. Do you have bigger bracelets for men? So certain crystals come bigger. Like as of right now, like if there's more moonstone, the moonstone crystals are big, you know, but we sold out of all the crystals, really. I mean all the bracelets, so we're waiting for, you know, restock to come in. What's silver sheen obsidian good for? So silver sheen obsidian is really good for protection. It's really good for Scorpios, but you don't have to be a Scorpio, but it's really good for protecting yourself from negative frequencies. It's really good for protecting yourself from negative people. Also, what it does is it takes in negative energy and turns it into positive. So it's almost like transmuting any type of negative energy that comes in its favor, you know? No, I don't have any waist beads. Okay, what about addiction? I'm really addicted to the good herb. So I don't know which crystal is good for addiction. I want to say rose quartz, but I'm not sure. So, but what I do know is if you are addicted to the herb, we have teas that you can smoke with your herb. So if you're going to be smoking herb, at least allow it to truly benefit you. So for example, we have meditation tea and we have immunity tea. Immunity tea is a great tea to help with inflammation. Really helps with your immune system, protecting you from that sickness that's out there. Also, meditation tea is really good if you're dealing with anxiety and overthinking. If you are a Leo, you can get carnelian. If you're dealing with protection, get obsidian, silver sheen obsidian, snowflake obsidian. Get black tourmaline, get lapis lazuli, get labradorite. What crystal is that one? Is which one? Pyrite is good for Leos too. Yes, I'm not sure if the pyrite sold out. Now listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I don't know when I will get this pyrite back, because the person that I got them from, she got them from Bulgaria, and she don't know when she gonna get them back, you know? So this is some very high quality pyrite, and I don't know when I'm gonna get them back. So it's first come, first serve, and I know it's less than 2 on there. What's for Geminis? Labradorite. You know, people are sleeping on this labradorite. Labradorite is a very powerful crystal. It's right there behind lapis. Any recommendations for Pisces? Angel light, lapis lazuli. I recommend angel light. Crystals for protection for Virgos. Get obsidian or get labradorite. Get labradorite. For Sagittarius, get moss agate. Get green aventurine. For example, this moss agate one, I have one just like this. Put this on your desk. If you're looking for money, put this on your desk. Put this on your wallet. And thank me later. Trust me. Thank me later. Anything for abundance is moss agate, pyrite, green aventurine. I'm trying to order and having trouble with the discount code for signing up for tech. So if your order is over $50, use this code or use the code. I'm putting it right now in the chat. Use those 2 codes. Check which one of those work. If your order is over $50, which is for Pisces. Angel light is for Pisces. Angel light is for Pisces. What about awakening energy? If you're on Aries but seem more drawn to water because of intuition, always trust what you're drawn to. So another thing is that you can go on the website and click on a crystal if you're drawn to it. All right. What about Cancer? Cancer, rose quartz, amethyst. So like, for example, let me show you the amethyst that we have. For example, look. So look, this is the amethyst. This is raw amethyst. This is the wire wrap. And all the necklaces come, all of these wire wraps come with the thread necklace, all right? So this is the amethyst. Amethyst is great for overthinking, great for, you know, it's like the basic crystal. Like you cannot go wrong with amethyst. Now, the malachite, I recommend the Tauruses, the Sagittarius if you're looking for abundance. The malachite is beautiful. When will you be dropping your music? Soon. Yay, Sticks, the citrine bracelet I got from you is out for delivery. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. If you're waiting for me to drop music, I'm telling you, you got to follow me on Instagram because that's the only way you're going to know. If you are a Libra, you can get Labradorite. Or you can get Obsidian. Abundance and money for Virgos. Moss agate. Moss agate. Moss agate. Moss agate is the stone of wealth. I'm telling you. Moss agate. Scorpios, Obsidian, Malachite. Sagittarius, Malachite. For Leos, Carnelian, Sardonyx. For Leos, Sardonyx. What kind of stone I could put in a coffin when somebody passed away? Lapis. Lapis lazuli. Abundance of money for Scorpios, Malachite. I keep amethyst and tiger's eye in my car too. Sorry, what's your Instagram? My Instagram is I'm Styx River. For Capricorn, yellow tiger's eye, regular tiger's eye, carnelian, amethyst, rose quartz. A stone for clarity for Aquarius, amethyst, Chevron amethyst, protection, lapis lazuli, labradorite, obsidian. Obsidian. I feel like African bloodstone is great for protection too. All right, African bloodstone. So I have to buy all these crystals for different purposes. Some crystals have all those purposes in them. But you got to ask yourself, what is exactly that you're looking for? Do you want one crystal to have what purposes? Like clear quartz, you can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I get all those crystals for different purposes because guess what? I get this clear quartz. I mean, it does everything to the point that I don't know what I want it to do. So, but guess what? If I say I want to get focused, I pick up the this. I pick up that. I pick up that. And it does exactly what I wanted it to do. If you're saying 111 is new beginnings. All right. Amy, where are you? I can hear you. Emmy. I don't know where this cat is at. What crystals are good for Pisces? Angelite, malachite, rose quartz, clear quartz. Do you have a favorite crystal? Yes, Chevron Amethyst, Pyrite, and Moss Agate. Alright, y'all, though. I'm about to head out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I love y'all. Oh, there go the other phone. Hold on, y'all. There go the other phone. Hold on. Okay. Alright, y'all. Later.